Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Well-meaning advice has been given out so much and so easily that it's become a cliche. I think most people are giving that advice with all of the best intentions in the world. But I think it's bullshit advice and it's really bad for your career plans. Let me explain. Do what you love advice has been around forever. It's something that we're told, and almost unquestionably so, from a really young age. I suppose it's meant to inspire us and to find something that we're really passionate about and spend our lives doing something enjoyable. Brilliant. We should absolutely be looking for that kind of a life and that kind of a career. My mission in life is to make the world a better place with happy people in fulfilling, rewarding careers. That's what I want for you. But looking at your career through the lens of doing what you love often leads people down a path that's wrong for them. A path that just ends in frustration, disappointment, and resentment. And I want to help you to avoid that and find the right path for you. That phrase, do what you love, sounds so perfect, doesn't it? It's the kind of thing that you see on a beach sunset poster or some kind of stock image group of workers all smiling psychotically at the camera, giving a thumbs up and being just a little bit too close to each other in a big group hug. But when you actually try to live by it, that dream starts to fall apart in a few ways. First of all, your escape becomes your cage. Think about that thing that you do to unwind, to feel like yourself, whether it's playing guitar, painting, or hiking. Now, imagine that activity is suddenly responsible for paying all of your bills. It's no longer a refuge, it's a source, if not the source, of pressure. Deadlines, difficult clients, and the never-ending need to make money can poison the very thing that once brought you joy until you can barely stand to look at it. Then there's a cold, hard truth. The job market simply doesn't owe your passion a living. You might love hand carving wooden spoons more than anything else in the world, but if only 10 people a year want to buy one, unfortunately you don't have a career. You have a very expensive, potentially very enjoyable hobby. Building a life on what you love without first asking if there's actually a demand for it is a shortcut to financial stress. And maybe the biggest lie of all is this idea of a perfect job that even exists. This belief that a kind of soulmate career where you only do the things that you 100% enjoy doing all of the time is out there just waiting for you. It's a fantasy. Every single job, no matter how great it seems, has parts that are boring, frustrating, and just plain hard to do. Chasing that feeling of 100% pure passion sets an impossible standard, leading people to hop from job to job, forever feeling like a failure because they haven't found the one. So if chasing your passion is a dead end, what's the alternative? Well, to me, I think we need to have a complete mindset shift, almost a 180 in how we think about our career paths. You need to stop looking for the perfect job and start building a career that you can love. And all it really takes is a few simple tweaks on how you think about your ideal career path. First of all, passion isn't the cause of a great career. It's usually the effect. If you think about it, true satisfaction doesn't come from just doing something that you like. It comes from being increasingly and incredibly good at it. When you develop skills that are rare and valuable, you gain a sense of mastery and confidence. People respect your work, you get more control over your time and projects. That feeling of competence is what sparks deep, lasting satisfaction. So the question isn't, what do I love? It's, what can I become excellent at? Next, you need to look deeper into the roots of your interests. Now, my view on this notion of talent is that it's simply focused and repeated interest. So instead of looking at the activity of your passion, figure out the elements that you're actually interested in and interested in repeating and developing. For example, you might love gardening. Is it the quiet solitude of it? Is it the satisfaction of seeing something growing? Is it the meticulous planning? If one or more of these is appealing to you, then the core interests can be found in hundreds of careers across all industries, most of which you probably haven't even considered because you're focused on the gardening part of the activity rather than finding something truly fulfilling and rewarding, using that interest and then having gardening to clear your mind when you're not working. The other thing that is pretty much forgotten in the do what you love advice is you probably won't be doing whatever it is that you're doing alone. The human element of pretty much every career is not considered. The who also does what you want, is just as important as the what you're doing. A toxic boss or a flaky team can make even a dream job a nightmare. But at the same time, a healthy environment and a supportive colleagues can help make even seemingly average jobs feel deeply fulfilling and rewarding. So how do you actually start doing all of this? Well, remember, it's not about taking some huge dramatic leap. It's about taking small, smart steps. Now, I've created a whole framework around this that you can visit at www.findingyouриdealcareer.com, but essentially, you need to start by getting to know yourself a little bit better. Sit down and make a list of the things that you're actually interested in, not the things that other people think that you should be interested in. Then start writing down the things that you're actually good at and you're interested in getting better at. You could also write down a few things here that you don't really like doing to give yourself an idea of areas to avoid or try to minimize the impact of those things on your career. Think about your hobbies, your experiences, both professional and personal, and what kind of skills and interests that's developed in you. When you start looking at your list, what interests and skills do you feel most engaged with? Which ones make you feel the most energized and excited? Which ones do you get excited by the possibility of improving or diving into deeper? That is your starting point. Start running some small experiments before you take any huge decisions. Don't quit your job in commodities and finance to become a chef because you enjoy making dinner for the family. Do a weekend course in culinary arts and see what it's actually like in a commercial kitchen. You might be surprised at the romantic idea that you have of the role when you see some of the realities. You could also reach out to people on LinkedIn who are doing something similar to what you're thinking of exploring and see if they'll have a coffee or even just a 10-minute Zoom call with you to give you an idea of what the career is actually about before you start making any life-changing changes. But don't just ask them, do you like your job? Ask better questions like, what's the most frustrating part or what's the most interesting part of the week? Why did they choose this career and is it what they imagined? Remember, we're looking for insight, not for their highlights. Before I continue, if this new way of thinking about your career is resonating with you, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As I said, I'm on a mission to make the world a better place with happy people in fulfilling, rewarding careers, and these videos are one way that I try to share that knowledge and expertise with as many people as possible, and this is how you can help me with that algorithm. So the advice to do what you love isn't just well-meaning bullshit, it's completely backward. A fulfilling, rewarding career isn't some hidden treasure that you find, it's something that you build thoughtfully and strategically. When you focus on getting good at something valuable, understanding what truly drives you, and finding the right people to work with, you stop chasing a feeling and start building a life. Remember, you're not hunting for a dream job anymore. You're building a real one. I hope you spend some time over the next few days doing the exercises that I mentioned here, and if there's anything that I can do to help you, please let me know either in the comments or by getting in touch.